Hello, hello. Howdy. We're back again. Whew. If you weren't here last time, we did beat Bina. Just barely after many deaths, but we barely beat her thanks to the rabbits. It was a pretty rough situation, all things considered. So, apparently, Alonso tells me we won't have meltdowns anymore, at least for now, which seems like a good time to grind, which is what we're probably going to do tonight. Hang on. I don't know if we're going to be re-rolling or what. The game should be on screen now. Yes. Let's continue. But yes, Urge, I will be making you and anyone else that I missed. I think I need to remake Yomu since we remember... Actually, did we memory repo? I don't remember anymore. I don't think we did yet. Okay. I have my screenshots open to remake you guys if I have to. And I think I do. Let's see. Urge, you wanted to look like a Pikmin. We've got that saved. I don't know who this was. Oh, White Knight. Okay, that was somebody else. Sorry. Screen's black. Is it too late to say skill issue? We beat Bina. You know what? You can save your skill issue comments for another time, Jenko. Okay, we have... Memory repoed. Yes. So I can remake you fellas. Which I'll go ahead and do now. Screen's gonna be black while I drag this on screen. Bear with me a moment. Skill abundance. Oh my goodness. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me. Alright. Urge 2. Oh, is YouTube chat actually working, by the way, guys? Yes. Okay, it wasn't working in my tests, so I wasn't even gonna bring it up. But if it's working, badass. It's very ghetto at the moment. I will have to, off stream later, combine the two chats if I can. Yes, it's not... It's two different... what's the word? It's two different browser sources, so they're going to be different. Okay, good. If it's working for now, then I won't mess with anything. I nearly overwrit my previous one. Also, that's a typo right there, Zex. Urge 2. We're looking for 322550. 36 is probably good enough. We're looking for 2322. There's more of these than I thought there was. There we go. I am the Space Invader, invading your space. Is there a Toho Space Invaders yet? I wouldn't be surprised. It took me 2 days to do all the quests for A Realm Reborn while playing on and off. The story is not that long. A Realm Reborn as in actually A Realm Reborn? Like, just the base game? How much of the reading did you actually read, though? Because that does take a while. I think I left off around level 30, Janko, the last time I streamed it. So pardon me a moment. I think you're going to hear an echo, but I am in a maze of cables right now. Okay, you're probably hearing it through my TV, but this should stop it. Ah. Get ready to hear that noise a lot. My chair is in its last legs. It's really annoying, honestly. Hey, if that happens one more time, I'll just go grab a chair from the kitchen. I've had enough of this folding chair, man. It keeps snapping off. Okay, I finished the last story thing for Cult of the Lamb. Nice! That's Clay, right? Only a Clay game I've played is Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together. But I know they made Cult of the Lamb and Oxygen Not Included. And here comes Zex with a folding chair. I mean, I wish I wasn't. This thing's hurt my back over the last couple years I've used it. And now it just doesn't work anymore. Okay. Ah! God damn it. Sorry, I had to click back on the game. That's fine. 48-19. Oh, we're already on 48. 19. I know this is like 255, around 30, and 0. 2322. Remember to remind me to change the name. In fact, I should just do that now before I forget. Unless you want to be called Tiffany, probably not. Urge 2. Urge 2. Why do I keep putting an F, bro? What the fuck? I can't type. Okay, 625. John Pickman, yes. Do you want to be called John Pickman? Because I could name you John Pickman if you'd like. I love John memes. Okay. We have some lob to spare. I'll pay for level 4s. Maybe not Justice. You can probably get that with Galaxy Kid. Pretty handily. Oh, well, nah, that's fine. I'll give everybody 20 lob per person. Is fine with me. Is this right? Just double checking. 4819, 2322. Yeah, this looks accurate to the screenshot. Welcome aboard. Jonathan Pickman? No, I won't urge. Oh, if you will. Ah, shoot. Sorry about that. You know what? It's fine. Spiritual. Your nickname will be John Pickman. Okay, let's see. Yomu, I need to remake you, right? Do you have your numbers on hand? Screen's gonna be black. Sorry about that. I don't think I screenshotted your character, Yomu. If you got your numbers on hand, I would appreciate them. Just so you guys aren't seeing a blank screen, let me put that art back on. This is one of those games where the screen's black when you tab out. It's pretty annoying. DT... What does DT stand for? Collab with Cult of the Lamb if you got that confused with who made. I thought Cult of the Lamb was Clay. Guess I could be wrong. Oh, Medi. I need to remake Medi. Okay, I definitely have her screenshot. We got Urge and someone named White Knight. I forget who that was in the chat, but I'll remake them as well. It's just 20 lob, I don't mind. Oh, don't starve. Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna Google that. Cult of the Lamb developer. Oh, Massive Monster. Okay, so yeah, I was wrong. Since they collabed, I thought it was the same dev, but no. White Knight was White Knight. Okay. We will remake White Knight. Let me make Yobu well. I have their numbers, so... One moment. Okay. That was a Delta Runes acronym. I don't know anything about Delta Runes. Let's see. Yomu. Is Yomu fine, or do you want Yomu Kontaku? Probably just Yomu, right? Hey, Matt. How's it going? We got YouTube chat on screen now, although it's gonna be kind of in a weird spot. I didn't want it overlaid on top of the Twitch one either. Let's stick with Yomu. Okay, front hair 4, back hair 1. It's pretty easy. 4-1, 255 across the board. Was that it? You don't have your faces? You don't have your faces? I don't know a lot about Yomu, but this feels somewhat accurate. Kind of like this. DT is Deltarune. I guess Don't Starve's thing would have to be DST to not be confused with Nintendo DS. Yeah, Don't Starve together. DST. I've seen it used like that before. Once again, I'll pay for you to have 4 across the board. I haven't thought of a definitive face yet. Well, I might get you mixed up with Prismia here. Let me see if I can find some better eyes. Definitely not these. I don't think Yomu's quite that starry-eyed. Yeah, that looks fine. That's the default Twitch smiley face. You know what I'm talking about? This is the first time I go to the story Ultima weapon fight and almost failed the DPS check. Was someone asleep at the keyboard? Did someone in your raid unfortunately pass away on air? Or mid-raid? Sure, these are fine. Yeah, see, it's the default Twitch smiley face. Okay, welcome aboard, Yomu. I changed your name, right? Yes. Let me remake White Knight. I believe they were from last time. That seems like it because the fight is easy and even gives you Limit Break 3 for free, and we still got to the last 10 seconds before the wipe. Yikes. Well, it's not like that has really big repercussions in Final Fantasy XIV, right? They just restart you at the boss fight. I think I had maybe wiped on... Who's the bird lady? Janko? I want to say like Garuga or Garuda, but I think Garuga's a Monster Hunter monster. And I think Garuda is just a generic monster name. White Knight. Pardon me while I tab out of the game here. I also need to remake Medi. Again, it's not like I have a use for this lob. Okay, name White Knight, 20 and 6 are the hairstyle. Okay, wants also the closest thing to the color white, which is 255, 255, 255, 3855. Probably better to go in reverse, actually. 173. What's that one song from Call of Duty Black Ops 1? 115? Close enough. 1 and 2. Yeah, that looks like the screenshot. Once again, the least I can do for you fellas is get you 4 across the board. Garuda. Okay, Urge, Yomu, White Knight, and then I'm gonna hire 2 druids. I'm gonna tab out again, screen's gonna be blank. Wish this wasn't the kind of game to do that, but it is. I need Medi. She looks so happy. Ah, I love her. I gotta draw her more. Okay. Medi. I wanna change the name so I don't forget. 0255174. It's got like a sea foam sort of bluish green. Perfect. 117. I think that's Ben 10's nemesis. Have any of you guys seen, I got recommended a video that's like, I've brought it up before on stream, like, all of the Cartoon Network cartoons and why they got canceled. It's honestly, it's a fascinating watch. It's broken into 2 parts, like the 2000s and the 2010s. And I've already hit the point where we stopped paying for cable in like 2013, so I don't know almost a single cartoon after that point in time. 0 and 5. That's Medi, alright. Ah, she's perfect. We're gonna have to train anyway, so I think 20 across the board is fine. Just double checking, Alonso, I have no need for lob, right, other than this. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and make another druid, since I have 2 of those Yggdrasil sets to give out. I'm gonna see if I can make Val. Is there a hairstyle? Oh shit, that's perfect. Need a good back hair. go through them all. Don't forget Ego Gear Equip, of course. We're going to be here for a while, so buckle up. I think this is as close as it's going to get. I don't have any recent art of her, so I'd have to go through a lot of files for that. I'm going to screenshot this for now. Definitely want... I want to say something like that, but then that's just... I like it. Sure. I don't think these quite matter, yeah. Okay, go Valk. Time to dish out some lob. Also, I didn't dish out the lob last time after all the wipes. So, we are going to be... I was supposed to do this off-stream, whoops. Well, we're here for the long run, I guess. Get my OBS on screen. Okay. I almost don't want to give out things like Sanguine Desire and Bear Paws in case we get green Midnight again. Because then those units just have to sit out of the fight entirely. Alright, first... Oh, wait, actually I have to slot you guys in. Medi, I would like to be... Central's all stats up, right? No offense, Ruby. Alan. Olive. Tasha. But let's get some good units in here. Oh, I was gonna say, where's Yomu and Urge? But no, they're here. Can I specifically get blue gear? Sure. I'll see what if I even have anything blue. I think I do. One of these mushroom armors at least. I'm used to Yomu being down here in records, so we'll keep you there. This is the bonus is weapon and gear, right? I'm gonna have Medi down here. Have Valk in Central. And we'll have Urge in Central. I'm gonna also throw back in, which of you has the best stats? You're all 3-3-3. Nice. White Knight, sure. And I guess Hallam. And then I think I rearranged someone to be up here. I forget who I had up here. Oh, it was Piper. Just get rid of Piper. Throw in Ruby. Doth thou hath spare laments? Which one's lament again? Is it this one? Sure. If you want it. Okay. If you have a specific gear, go for it. Unless it's, you know, if it's on, like, Prismia or my legally distinct clone, then I'd have to probably say no in that case. Lament is a he, I believe. You know what? Hallen's the only one with it? I'll give it to you, though. If you want it, I'll give it to you, and I'll give you life for a Daredevil. You are in at Zeloth. Joshua, you can have that back. Yomu. Look at that smile. Is Yomu ever this edgy looking? You know what I mean? I've only played a little bit of Toho-Vania 2, but I don't know what Yomu's design is like in that game. Because I only got maybe like an hour in. Back then, my laptop couldn't really run it that well. Okay. Jonathan Pickman requires a blue piece of armor. And we shall deliver. That's sort of blue. We have an extra set of these. Is that blue enough for you? No, I just like Solemn Lament. You know what? That's fine. Oh, I forgot to buy an extra set of the Sword Sharpened with Tears. That would have belonged to Rhea anyway. I'll have to buy them back. Valk can, of course, have the Hypocrisy. There's no sword and shield, right? There's no, like, green sword. Because my Valkyrie, my Druid Valkyrie had a sword and shield. Ding, 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 what? Can I get the weapon for that, though? Let's see. Yes. Yes, you may. Bam. KOD? Which one's KOD? Why are we dinging? Is my toast ready? Is the microwave done? Okay. Ooh, Janko's the last one with the Exuvii set. We lost all the other ones. Hang on. Medi, I know for sure, is gonna rock this. Unfortunately, she lost her elf ears, which were kind of cute. That's perfect, bro. Knight of Despair. Sure. Oh, it's the sound the solemn weapon makes. Okay. Sorry, I haven't really zoomed in. We got that gear so late on in the game that I didn't really get to appreciate it too much. Because it was barely here when we already had Aleph ranks. Did you want the solemn guns? Because that is like a butterfly theme that is, that's, not in tune. I can't think of the word. That works with Yomu. Sorry, not Yomu. No, Yuyuko. I'm thinking of Yuyuko. Yuyuko's thing are the butterflies. Forget I said anything. I can give you the weapon if you want it. Sure. Let me stop sipping my soda on stream. Yomu. Bam. I will admit, pretty badass. Like, top 10. Okay, I'll have an extra set of Knight of Despair I can give you after. We'll buy him back today. Sure. Plus, I mean, that looks kind of Pikmin-y. If a Pikmin were to have a spear, I'd imagine it'd be made out of mushrooms. It's also bad apple colored, and both Yomu and Yuyuko appear in bad apple. Yes, they do. I still say the best part of bad apple is when the Prism River sisters are just jamming out. It's all good though. That was some of my earliest introduction to Toho. Before then, I'd only heard the music through like some MMO videos that had them edited in. What about the Solemn Vow? That's well, actually no, it's Solemn Lament. What is the Solemn Vow, Matt? Oh, we lost all but one Diffraction Hammer. I guess it's fine. One more extra Hypocrisy to dish out. Weapon, anyway. Oh, you have your Magic Bullet set back. Which means Matt has his as well. Sorry, you're rocking the Umbrella, Matt. I gave you an Umbrella weapon. Because I was tired of having to think about, like, quarantining the Magic Bullet Gunners. Solemn Vow TF2? It's a mail. It's a. I think I've seen that before. It's like a bust. I don't know who it is of though. Sorry, screen's black. I know. Oh wow, so many people are just missing their gear straight up. Justicia. All of the Aleph armors are accounted for. I'm gonna have to buy back another Adoration, but that's okay. That means Delilah's not gonna have her gear. That's pretty rough. Yes. You guys can interact with each other now. That's kind of cool, actually. I would like to one day combine the two chats, but Streamlabs is a pretty weird system. I'm pretty sure I sold them part of my soul for this functionality. I, like many others, did not read the fine print. I don't remember who had the censored weapons. That's the least I can do for Delilah at the moment. Lila. What is this weak to? It's weak to black. There's no auto sources of black damage in the game, so probably not that. I know Mobby had one of the censored swords. Does he not have it anymore? Oh, he hasn't. He's in Japan right now. He's been uploading a lot of videos of his misadventures over there. He is a cool dude. You should check him out if you like Mabinogi. Although he's kind of moved away from that. And as I said, he's in Japan right now. He already returned. Oh. Well, shit, I haven't reached out because I thought he was still in Japan. Should have read the fine print. Who reads the fine print? We don't have a whole lot of armors to give out. I think Joy was actually rocking this. Full carrot legs. You can have this, Hallen. Oh, actually, no. I'll give it to you. Ah! Oh, no, yeah, sorry, I'm looking at Discord weapons. I thought I was looking at ego suits. Okay, Joy, White Knight, and sure, Hallen. If you see anybody missing gear, let me know. I guess this is just as good as it's gonna get at the moment, Delilah. You're missing gear. Tomato. I think Tomato was rocking the Big Bird set. We lost the Big Bird set. No. Well, Tomato, I guess you could have that. And that. Oh, actually, no, if you're going to be at a range, you can have this. It's better than nothing. I think everyone else is going to have to rock key rank gear. No one down here, of course. Mr. Black. Can't remember what he was rocking. That's a good set. Certainly worse things to lose than the Big Bird set. I suppose, yeah. Maybe we'll see Big Bird again, because you guys keep talking about Big Bird Zodia or some such. You know what? I'm sorry, I can't. This doesn't look like something he'd wear. Neither does that. I mean, neither does this. Tweak to red, fine, just rock that. Who cares about aesthetics? Sure. I'll have to figure out what to give Rhea. But sure, we can do that. What a beautiful weapon. Right here. If I didn't have Justicia, I'd consider it. Rhea, for now, you're gonna have to rock this. Unless I have extra WoW weapons, I do. I'll do that. Brooke. Completely not wearing anything. Very unprofessional. Was Brooke one of the ones I pitied after having flung her into the singing machine alone? So I think it was Sheo and someone else. I promised them I would actually use them, and admittedly her stats are quite nice. Just doing a quick run through. Oh, you should hide that funny hat, man. Ah. It was the Iron Maiden. Close enough. Hey people. Pork Chop Marth here. Que pasa? It's good. How about you, Pork? You guys have different icons on Restream now, so I will not mix you up. Okay. I that's everybody accounted for. Let's actually look into this list, since we'll see. I'm just gonna go down the list. Also, let's hide Michaela's hat. Michaela's in welfare. It's not a bad looking hat. I just don't think it fits that one. Oh, you're gonna immediately notice we have YouTube chat on screen. YouTube chat, Twitch, YouTube chat. You're at least tangentially what's the word I'm looking for? Aware? Familiar with each other by now? Ruby's missing a weapon. Odeli's completely missing a set. And I think Odeli was the other magical girl, right? No, it was Igori. Odeli, I can't remember. She's got great stats, is the thing. Weak to white damage. I feel like there's not a lot. Yumi's completely missing a set. Wow. Do you guys think if you ate Porcubus, your head would still explode? Probably. Can we even, like, digest parts of the abnormalities? Because they just wind up back in their cells after a while, right? May is completely missing a set. Kind of the best we have access. Oh, Summer as well, man. Damn. I feel like we've lost a lot. Severely underpowered now. Haru. That's some rough stats. You can't even rock that gun. Wow. So are we gonna keep re-rolling until we get things? Or are we just gonna go into the new day? Or the last week or whatever? How used to have the Naked Nest set. You can have the baby Mega Buster, I guess. Oh, Screaming Wedge is a He-rank weapon? I didn't even notice that either. We've had that for a long time. That was the Naked Lady Abno. I forget how she worked, but she would jump scare the screen if you didn't properly keep track of her or some such. Maybe do like white damage to the facility. Okay, I think that's everyone accounted for. Lizzie's missing an Aleph weapon. Okay. Oh, alright. We're gonna train. Can't you buy ego stuff in the abno section somewhere in the main menu? Is that true? There are plenty of ego that are higher than their abnormality. Example, Solemn Lament weapon, Justitia, Gold Rush. Oh yeah, both the Justitia armor and weapon are, what's the word? Are Aleph, even though the guy is WoW rank. Can I really do that? Wait, could I do that here? Huh. Oh. Well, that's fascinating. Can I buy back things even though if I don't have the Abdo? Because I'll quit out, bro. I think I'm missing 2 armors. Yeah, okay, that helps. That helps. I don't know if anyone wants me rocking Teth rank stuff at the moment. I did not know that, no. Wait, no associated armor? No associated armor. Who else was I missing gear from? Sure, I'm gonna load into the day and then main menu. Buying from here means no BNA bonus. Okay. I just spent all those boxes with no BNA bonus. That sounds kind of silly, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna load in just to make sure it saves all of the gear equipments that we did. I think everyone has at least some kind of gear on. And then I'm gonna hit begin management. Night of Despair weapon. Sorry, we're gonna load back to the main menu again. Don't worry. Return to main menu. Oh, not the main menu. Ah, fuck, I missed that. Sorry. Okay. Fair enough. I had to change that weapon out anyway. Okay, Night of Despair weapon, and then I guess I have a couple more gears to dish out. Indeed. But you can't buy anything with them. Brutal. Brutal. I guess that'd be kind of busted. That's a little too nice for this game. Okay. Urge. You are in Central. Jonathan Pickman. Jonathan Pickman. Do you want the full set, or are you fine with the mushroom armor? Let's see. Fine with the mush? Okay. Then I'm gonna give the armor to Delilah. For the time being, since we can't afford a... what's her name? Melting Love set at the moment. I'll grind that up at the end of the workday. Letitia was something I could dish out, right? We got another gun and another armor. Two armors, even. It is a good armor, right? Oh yeah, that's solid for he. And we do have another Galaxy Kidlet. That's better than nothing. Susan. I keep wanting to say Susan Wojcicki, the former YouTube CEO, but it's like pretty depressing what ended up happening to her. So probably not. Helen, you're missing a weapon. How about a giant axe? Damn, that is a beautiful weapon, bro. There might be more unused WoW stuff in the weapons. There's some Black Swans, you're right. Full Black Swan set. There's a whole lot of mushroom spears. That's better than key rank, yeah. Oh well, this didn't even have a weapon. Who has like really good stats? You have pretty decent stats. Your stats are neutral. I think the axe looks cooler, but that's fine. Okay. That'll do for now. Although we do have one more Heaven Spear. Aru? Nah. And one more Discord. So how, without spoilers, how different is it gonna get when we actually move on to the end game? Keep the Life of a Daredevil weapon on. There. I'm doing whatever Pork and Alonso say to do. And right now, Alonso told me to train. So we're gonna train. Double checking. Jonathan Pickman? Yes. It'll be very interesting. Okay, no meltdowns, meaning we can just kind of chill. I think Queen of Hatred over here is still gonna be annoying. I don't want to shoot him, man. Wait, no, which one are the ones that actually don't matter? Or the least important ones, I think, are over here. Yeah. This dude has the Broccoli Boy Zoomer haircut. I want to shoot him real bad. In fact, I think I'm gonna. Back away, everybody. Okay. I'll let you see for yourself when you get there. Save HOD? Oh. I'll just restart real quick. I fucking hate this game, man. I can't wait. Retry the day. Just double checking. Yeah. Okay. I'm almost completely fed up with this game, man. All of the lore stuff is very cool. I don't like the gameplay. So I'm really hoping Ruina is at least a little fun. I gotta re-equip? I hope not. You'll see right now. Okay, shoe clerks. I think that's the only thing I need to keep track of, right? I don't got to worry about the tree anymore. I think that's it. Occupational hazard-wise. We're still going to have ordeals to deal with. Worst could be is what? When we get to the Midnights? Okay, am I going to have to redish out gear? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we're good. Do you have MOSB? Yes. But honestly, he's not that bad. Let's see. Safety. Which one is safety? We can kill Netzak's clerks, Alonso? Okay, that actually is important. Before I pull the trigger, am I good here? Your favorite of the Project Moon games, nice. That's Diva. Waiting on an answer here. I'll do it. I need a shoot them or not, Alonso. If we're already starting this shit. May as well get it out of the way now. Blast those green-wearing fuckos. Alright. That's Diva, though. 2 and 3. Okay. To be honest, the funny button is the majority of Lob for me. I love lore, though. Library of Ruina? Central's is all stats up, I think. Per clerk. I don't remember if I'm missing anyone's gear or not. I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. So, we're gonna train. who's good to train? And apparently the way we can tell if a character has the most stats is if this number plus this number is 130. Is that right? No, this number plus this number. So that's 115. She could train a bit of fortitude. This... Is that right? I can't think of a single situation in Lob Corp where healing up matters significantly. Okay. Limbus Company, not LC. Lobotomy Corporation. Okay. Lore is library. LCB is Limbus, or LB. Not LC. Okay. The numbers above the big yellow numbers. Okay. Let me read this right. I need to ingrain this in my head. The numbers above the big yellow numbers. So these are the ones that they get in the day. And this has to equal 130. Okay. So apparently nothing there is a decent red trainer. I mean, I kind of don't trust it. The lower the fortitude, the lower the success rate. When an employee whose justice was lower than 4 completed work, the Clive counter decreased. Camille, who was in the containment unit, was attacked by nothing there, suddenly turned into their shell, or vice versa. When the work result was bad, Evgeny was attacked and turned into nothing their shell. Employees with fortitude of level 3 or lower immediately panicked. Okay. When Eden, who witnessed nothing there's human appearance, fell into a panic, they became the new shell. When the Clive counter hit 0, nothing there. Okay, yeah, it's like a mini game. The number's right next to the stat name. Trust me, I threw agents and nothing there to train fortitude in the final gauntlet. Okay, in that case, let me experiment. Let's see this. This will be on the test. Shit, is this a bad time to admit I only just barely graduated? They were gonna hold me back a year, but took pity on me. So there's nothing like, oh, if the work result is bad, the Clive over counter decreased. Doesn't seem to be it. But if they panic, it will. So she's getting 9. Also read above. Okay. LobCorp is LC, Library is LOR, and Limbus is LCB. Wow. Okay. And if they've already hit 130 here, then it doesn't matter, yes? Like, it looks like she can get a tiny bit of work for, or what's the word? Attachment? We'll do another one of these, though. Ah, Mark of the Beast! 66.6. How about Prismia then? He's at 100. Once it goes to 130 of above, nothing is gained. I'm not pressing pause because I'm worried. Hakma and Bina have changed a core part of me. I hope they don't pull that shit again, but I almost guarantee you they will. I want to know, are you fine? Well, probably not when he's angry, yeah. When he's already at negative 12. 53% success rate. Worst thing I gotta do is restart, right? It's like a different class here. They gave a lore reason for that. Fascinating. Mosb is pretty good too, I'm pretty sure, for Justice and Fortitude. I'll send some people over. I want to see this. It's actually not bad result. Okay. Why is she glowing in such a cool way? So, if I'm to understand this right, the yellow number will get added by 12. And once this plus this equals 130, we're good? That's Red's weapon effect. Dude, that looks sick. I guess like half health? Gives a buff or something? Okay. How is Diva then? Can she actually get anything? So I feel like she's worked with Maz way too much by this point. Starts dealing friendly fire. Oh, I did not know that. Well, it hasn't been a problem yet, to my knowledge. Holy shit, my fortitude sucks. What the hell? What are the requirements? Okay. If a death happens, the Clifoth counter lowers. Wounded enters the room, Clifoth counter lowers. When the worker's always bad, the Clifoth counter decreased. When 10 employees die, he gets angry. He'll eat corpses. Okay. How often are nuggets only half dead? Yeah. And plus there's like the constant AoE heal tick as well. Yeah, I do read that sometimes, but obviously not enough, because there are so few gears, I feel like, that actually have a special effect. I could tell you that Melting Love weapon has a slow effect. I know that much. Well, that was a good result. And he got 12 out of that. Okay. Judgment Bird does 5 to 7 pale. When it's bad, it lowers. When it's normal, it lowers with a normal probability. So you want the result to be good. And white is the best for that. Yes, the armor can eat bodies. It is important. I have Diva sweep up the corpses every once in a while. So, if I have Diva come over here and work Prudence... Sorry, can you explain it to me like I'm an idiot? Because I kinda am. I don't get what I'm looking for here. I know that when they work, they get the plus shown here. But that's going to be added to this number at the end of the day, right? And my goal is what again? This plus this equals 130? If you don't mind explaining one more time. Speaking of which, I'm going to send my Lily Distinct clone back in. For the numbers at the top to equal 130. Okay. Because the actual stat is not the same. Wow, he's doing pretty good, actually. This whole time I was panicking, only sending in Diva, but, you know, maybe I can deal with Mazb. Maybe I can do it too. I used to have Delilah work with this guy. Could she still work with it? I mean, it's resisted to pale. Let's see. How much damage will this deal? It's resisted, and they're of equal rank, WoW and WoW, as far as the armor goes. Some more water here. And you actually gain more by taking damage, right? Like if I send the Legally Distinct clone in one more time, he's gonna take more damage, but that actually helps with the training. That's more complicated. Okay. So every stat can get to 130, and that's the goal, yes? That's now 124. And is gonna become like maybe 128. Or rather, she can get 6 more stats. And then that's it, right? On as many stats, on as many as agents as possible. Okay. Well, he's going to be 90. I should probably bump him up to level 5. If that's the threshold. Is your Clifoth going to lower, mister? Okay, no. Did I shoot clerks? I did, right? I shot the green fellas, so Queen's not going to be pissy. Alright, we got to work on some stats here, then. Dream of a Black Swan is a white, red, or blue trainer. And it doesn't really matter because it's probably not going to break free due to the breakout, what's the word, requirements being so specific. It does white damage. Are you weak to white? You resist white, but you're like a rank lower. That might work out then. Let's train that red on you, Yomu. And Queen is an attachment trainer, but red also works. As long as the work result is not bad, we're fine. Okay. Sure. Probably, brother, you have to try to breach it. I mean, we did see a break free last time. But I think that was just due to the chaos of the Bina suppression. So, you deal black type damage, yes. Everyone here resists black type. No, they're weak to black type damage. Okay. I mean, oh, this is weak to black type damage. This resists it. Sure, work on your attachment brick. 70's not a bad number. You gotta fail kind of like astronomically. I was about to say, is the music machine busted? What's going on here? Lizzie has not a very good fortitude, like at all. Is this not a good fortitude trainer? Not really. You can sacrifice somebody to raise the Clifoth counter. Employees of level 4 or lower immediately panicked. When an employee panicked, the Clifoth counter lowered. When the work result was bad, the Clifoth counter decreased. Okay. That's a 59. But only when it's bad. What is the threshold for bad? 16. That's like half. And he has a Clifoth of 2, so I think we can risk it. I want Lizzie to work on that fortitude. That's only 80. That's no good. Unless your facility's gone to hell to the point where you're already going to reset, it won't naturally breach. Fair point. Touché. Okay. Little Prince. If you do 3 non-insights in a row, it lowers. When you work with it, you get infected by spores. Send them to work with other abnormalities so that doesn't happen. When the work result was bad, the Clifoth counter lowered. Bad is 8 boxes. That's actually pretty generous. You become a mushroom monster. Okay. Medi, you're a druid, right? It's probably gonna be fine. 40, 45, 55. He's a crazy good trainer, huh? Well, maybe not crazy good, but kind of good. I'm gonna send in Medi. What do you think's the best stat to work on alone? So red. Uh-oh. Lizzie! Holy shit, Liz. Oh. Overall justice? Okay. I'm gonna send in Medi. I might go like Justice Insight, but you can't work with the same thing multiple times, right? It's something very specific, right? Like you have to work with Little Prince like 5 times in a row to become the mushroom monster. Something to that level. So I'm fine if I maybe do like Justice Insight, maybe Red Shoes. Justice Insight, Red Shoes. Something like that. Okay. We're gonna do it that way then. Repression. Repression's good, right? And I'm just weaving in the insights because otherwise it would be bad here. And only when it's bad does the Clyfoth counter lower. And on top of that, it has 2 Clyfoths, so we should be fine. And the counter goes down by 1 for every work you do with another Abno after. Okay. I'm worried to send Lizzie back in there. Did she at least get some good stats out of that? 15! That's pretty good. I'll throw her in there once this negative modifier is gone. How's Yum Yum? 110 red, only 100 white? Does that make sense, Alonso? I have her work with this thing so often. In fact, we'll do it again right now. Again, we have 0 meltdowns. It's actually such a beautiful sight. I doubt they'll get too many points out of working with this, but, I mean, better than nothing. I'll let Midi heal. Add a girl indeed, man. We're at negative 18. So there's actually nothing about if the work result is... Oh, if the work result was bad, you get attacked and turn into nothing. There's Shell. Okay, never mind. We'll stop working with it now then. And the threshold for bad is 16. That was 19. That's actually cutting it very close. If it's around here, then you die and get taken over. And it keeps saying, like, weird shit like, I love you. Blue Star. You're fine as long as your work speed is, like, 60 or something. Temperance 3 or lower, immediately kill themselves. Prudence 4 or lower. The Clyfoth counter lowers. 60 seconds of work time have taken place. The Clyfoth counter lowered by 1. Okay. Employees Temperance level 2 or Prudence level 3 or lower die instantly. While Blue Star is out of its containment, all sound... Yeah, I don't want to think about it. All panicking employees will be sucked into the center and vanish. Pretty rough. Give me a moment. Okay, good. Okay. How about we... There goes my chair. You know what? I'm tired of dealing with this shit. Let me go get a chair from the kitchen. If you're unaware, is the back part of my folding chair popped off the other day, and it doesn't stay in place anymore. In other words, I need a new chair, I need a new keyboard, I need a new mic, I need a new computer. I need a lot. I'll put up a beer. Enjoy me baking a pizza. I'll be right back. Rave! I'll be right back. I'm tired of dealing with this damn chair. Much better. I had it up to here with that chair, man. Oh, it was the audio not playing? Oh, sorry.
What the what?
What the whoa? Sorry. I'm back. Okay. We're good. My bad. It's just, it got too much, man. I was getting angry. Okay, we have Blue Star to work with Prudence. I think that's the stat. Like, if you knew half of how ghetto my setup was right now. There we go. My keyboard keeps turning off. My chair broke. My mic broke. Okay, so is it 1-to-1 work speed, the amount of seconds it takes? So, like, how does that work? Because we have 100 work speed. When we summoning Berzodia the Forbidden One, I think right now we're just working on training. Ah, thank you, Alonso. Thank you. So let's actually take a look then. So everyone in this department can work with it. The problem is, it's like a stat check, right? But everyone should be 555. As long as you don't take more than 60 seconds. Okay, cool. That means we could use this to work on people's insight stats, right? Like... Well, what are your things? 40% repression. So what's the caveat here? Is Blue Star actually good for training? Because it doesn't say anything about the Clifoth counter decreasing for good or bad works. Huh. Okay. Are we gonna throw hands with Berzodia? Apparently it becomes easier to find the birds once we start the final week or some such. So probably then, or I don't know if it's a final week or final gauntlet, whatever. Something to that effect, because it changes how we roll abnos, or I don't know. Okay. Blue Star is great for training insight if you meet the checks, especially since you can use it to get to past 100. So it's not good for prudent or for repression? Doesn't that seem pretty good? Because it's not like it affects the work speed, and it's not going to lower the Clifoth, right? Because the only way the Clifoth counter lowers, or the only way that the agents die, is if they don't meet the stats. I guess if they take too much white damage, they die still. Alonso, when are we doing Berzodia? I'm actually not sure myself either. I'm gonna try this. 100. So that's the real stat in the parentheses. So this should work? This feels bizarre. This is really gonna work. Meltdown level 1, but there is no meltdowns. It's a good feeling. Yeah, that was no problem. How much white damage did she take, for reference? A decent chunk. But that also gave her... We have to re-click on her to get the update. 8 Justice. This is actually pretty tough. Howdy Urge. Howdy John Pickman. Jonathan Pickman. Meltdowns are back, so nothing there is available. Nothing there is good. Red and purple. I'm gonna keep giving Yukari red though. Although, like, anybody could actually train with it, right? What are the requirements? Lower fortitude, the lower success rate. Justice was lower than 4. Okay. As long as the work result's not bad, because the work result is bad, then you get attacked and become the shell, whatever that means. So, does anyone need to work on their red? Yes. I don't think Matt in his heat rank armor is a good bet here. This is gonna be fun. I mean, buckle up, I suppose. I'm in here for the long haul. We're not even guaranteed to get them anyway, so we may wanna keep rolling for it, right? At some point. Okay, 18. We want that to be 30. Then I think I will focus on some of the best units right now. Instinct. And then someone... those are actually pretty rough numbers. We'll do Prismia. 57%. Highly resists white. He'll be fine. And most importantly, the work speed requirement is met. Now, I need Medi to work with red shoes. Or something that's not Little Prince. I could even have her work over here. And I need to kill 3 people. Netzak. He's probably getting high off Enkephalian anyway. He won't even notice. Hell, he looks so much like Diva. I can't bring myself to shoot her. You've got these days until day 46 to be calm about everything. Okay. I may even want to keep memory repoing just for these easy days, man. We'll see how it is. How is Yukari? Once again, Mark of the Beast, a little unsettling. Oh! She's at 100 plus 29 alone, so do I just leave it there? That is an option if you want to farm gear. I think I do. The problem is I would have to keep remaking everybody. Is day 46, that's it? Like, yeah, that's the end game? Like, at that point, it's just gonna be stressful. Someone else could work on instinct or attachment. That's a 62%. Not out of it, but inside it. Just how bad is it gonna be? Hell Week. Okay. He just needs one more green box. He's good. If Queen Bee didn't have a Clifoth of 1, I'd feel more comfortable about sending people to work with her. What is Yin's deal? When it's bad, it lowers. When you wear the other one for 30 seconds, it lowers. If the other one escapes, this one also escapes. Or rather, stop them from meeting. I may prefer that, then. So that whatever we train up on Yomu and Urge and White Knight, they'll actually get to keep. The only wrinkle with repoing in this section is if you're only rolling one new extractable Abno on day 43 and that's it. Or day 42, that's it. What are the things on this one? As long as the work result's not bad, and bad is 8 boxes. And this actually might not be bad to train this either. We'll see how much justice it gives Matt. And I'm not going to touch Blue Star until the next meltdown. When we get closer to Green Dawn, I'll move people to hallways just to make the handling of the doubts easier. Nothing there. Is Yukari not maxed out on attachment yet? She's at 120. I would figure by this point she'd be maxed out, man. Also, I did not have MIDI work with red shoes. Mainly red. I'm fine with that. Red or white. And let's see. Temperance level 2 or lower should not work for red shoes. When the work result was normal, the Clifox counter lowered with a normal probability. When the work result was bad, the Clifox counter lowered with a high probability. When the Clifox counter became 0, a low temperance employee entered the containment unit entrance. Then I think I'll just have Medi work on a red. 65 is not a lot of red, man. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, that was almost bad. 8 is bad. That was 11. Insight might be the better way to go. I could use it. I think I'll have maybe work on this stat. And before we get to the ordeal, we'll work with Maz. I think I sent in my clone and he was fine, right? Wait, so is 30 the most I can get in a day? No, right? As long as the two numbers add up to 130? So right now at the end of this workday, he'll be 90. All the way to 130 in a day. Wow. Okay. Not bad at all. What do you have now? 36. I think I'll just send him back in immediately. As long as you don't got any scrapes or paper cuts. What is keeping this thing docile? You know what I mean? Like, its Clifoth lowers when it sees blood. But why is it not active outside of that? I don't get it. Okay. We're the event. Excuse me? Yeah, I guess we are keeping them hocked up on Clifox, enkephaline, drugs. Who did I send to work with Homeboy? It was Insight, and it was Delilah, meaning she can still work with him. And another good stat with him was... red. Delilah, what is your stat sheet at the moment? Your stat sheet is... 100, 100, 120... She's basically done with Prudence, actually. And 100 Justice. Meaning I can maybe send her to work red or purple. Look at, say, Judgment Bird, yeah? He's a funny looking fella. I used to think this was his eye, but he's got a scale around his neck. Dabu-dee dabu-die? Urge? Who was I gonna send in? Delilah. 67, that's not bad. It's not bad. See that vent? Right here? Oh, right here. Ah. So you're saying we're keeping them in check. That's the vent. Okay. They even have it in Yin's containment unit. So I think a normal work is a chance for the Clifoth to lower. That was a good work, though. Is that really the threshold for good? 13 and up. Surprising. Okay. I don't know why I thought this was the vent, but no, it's this little thingy right here. Okay. I don't want to work with Moz one more time. Or would it be fine? I didn't see how hurt my clone had gotten last time. Also, what is Diva's stats at? 120. So she could get to 130? Let me see. If you die while working with it, it lowers. When you're wounded, it lowers. When the result is bad, it lowers. And bad is 10. It's hard to get bad, I want to say. Okay. This should be fine. It's the Fent vent, I see. Fentanyl. Right? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm like as straight edge as it gets. I don't even know what fentanyl is. I've never taken an illicit substance in my life. That wasn't prescribed to me by like a doctor or something. Then it wouldn't be illicit, I guess. Damn, look at that. Still did that well. So what is your stat at now? +6. Meaning she's basically done, right? Although we do want it to add up to 130. So maybe I should send her one last time. You're fully healed? Yeah. Okay, Clyfoth is at 2, so it should be fine anyway. And heavily resisted. Only taking pips of 2 even. Now, Galaxy Kid, I could have someone work with. I might send you in, Urge. I feel like that would be a good way to bump your training up real easily. Also, we should delegate people to hallways just to deal with the doubts. It's just doubt. I'm not super concerned. Is Birds this run? I think we'll get to the final week. Is it really truly so bad? Like, would it really be better to grind now? I don't know what I'm in for. You guys are saying Hell Week and whatnot, but is it really worth repoing for gear? Because I think Alonso said we can't even get certain things at this point. You can't get Berzodia presently. Okay. So we have to get to the final week. And then the final week we can just re-roll. Or rather, memory repo. This is just something I like to do with ordeals. They don't always spawn in these hallways, but if they do, without even having to delegate anybody, we can pretty easily deal with them. Especially the low-level ones like Doubt. Maybe not the chainsaw one. Do you want a hint? On what could happen? No, but I appreciate it, Rich. I appreciate it. I'm very tempted. You need 2 more Abnos, and you only have 1 Abno slot. Okay. Because I got 1 item and 1 Abno slot, yeah? We'll just get to 46 then. I don't even know what day I'm on right now. Just gotta make the most of these that I can. Delilah was able to work with this. But I'm gonna get people to move hallways. I reckon that's good enough. Delilah. Delilah's current red, she got 6, so send her back in. He's still got a Clyfoth of 2, so we're fine in that regard. And it's only normal with like a low probability. get to throw bullets? Danmaku's? Is there a Toho Abno? Yukari Yakumo. We've locked her in a cage. I'm looking for Delilah. She's got an 11. She needs just 19 more red. We could probably do that. You're in main room? Oh, you're right. Okay, we're gonna start it. I can pause, so I'm actually quite fine. I think I'll initiate with Urge. Chill Cat. Okay, Urge, what's the best stat we should work on? I say Justice. One day, a question crossed my mind. Where do we go? See, this one actually spawned outside of the hallway. It's been a bit dull, but I recommend that you enjoy the last set of completely normal days. You'll ever get, manager. Alright, Pork. Will I keep getting midnights, or am I only allowed one midnight a day? Because after midnight, can I just keep grinding stats? If nothing's gonna break free, can I just keep grinding stats? Funny thing about the Arkfeld hard fight to get the mount is the cat's pushing the cart, and you are in the cart. That sounds pretty fun. It's Final Fantasy XIV. You know, it's nice not having to stress about everything. Also, did the ordeal finish? I don't think it did. There's 2 in Central. What the fuck? Oh. Whoops. Oh, yeah, there is 2 in Central. Yikes. So if we can survive a midnight, then we're good, right? To just keep grinding stats. It's gonna be a little dull, but like you said, make the most of it. Do you think this counted for Queenie's kill count? Green Midnight would be awesome. There we go. Who is screaming? Hello? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, Alone Cell. I'm gonna assume those deaths counted. Now, what were we working with her? White, red, and purple are options. I think I'd like to work on red, if that's the case. You scared the hell out of me, bro. I thought someone had gotten eaten by nothing there. Before thinking deeply about training, I would see what we pull from the Abno selection next. No point training if it's something we'll research just to repo anyway. Okay, so this workday we should just end it. That's a bit unfortunate. I mean, I guess I am kind of getting a feel for it now. So this thing could work blue. Oh, in fact, he just needs... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's right. Fair enough. Is Yukari done? Is 129 okay, Alonso, or should I send Yukari to work with, like, one red thing? Send her to work with one red thing. don't know why my tinnitus is kind of flaring up right now. We haven't even gotten to the hard part of the game yet. 257. What was the last time MIDI worked? Little Prince, and then... Oh, did she not work with Red Shoes? She did, but she worked with Little Prince again after that. Do that one more time. Okay. Most importantly, are you now... Huh? Alonso! It says plus 32, even though she's already 100. I don't get it. Meanwhile, Gem Miner could definitely handle working with this guy. The work speed's 50. He should absolutely be fine. The number can go above 130, but it'll still cap at 130. That's strange. Good to know, though. What was the last Little Prince work? Repression. In that case, we'll do Insight with Medi. So, Gem Miner, you're gonna be fine here, yeah? I don't know what that is. He got 5 Prudence out of that. He only needs to do that one more time. I don't know if I trust it at this point, though. Well, there's nothing saying if the work result's bad, the Clyfoth lowers, so he could. I'm scared for him, but he could. There is a handful of things I haven't seen yet. Apparently. The stat caps before gifts and other buffs, like clerk bonuses, are 130. Okay. And then anything above that is through other means. Wow, yeah, he took like no damage. That's crazy. But more importantly, did that give him... He's now at 130 Prudence. Now, he could ostensibly work like Justice. I'm a little afraid, though. He took, like, no damage, though, so shouldn't this be fine? I'm glad I know how the stats work now, thank you. Because I was just leaving everybody at 5, because I thought that's what mattered. And it was like a random range. But no. Yeah, look at that, man. He's taking, like, no damage. And nothing about this says... The only thing that matters is the stat check and the time that you spend in there, right? He's still 2 Clyfoth. He only got 5 Justice out of that, though. Someone could work with this. Prudence, she hasn't worked at all. I could probably have her work with Blue Star. I'll wait until after the thing resets, though. I know I just took a break, but I'm gonna have to get some water. My voice is kind of leaving me. We'll at least finish this workday just to find out if I'm gonna have to reset or not. Although that's actually a pretty... Oh no, this is barely in. Sure, I'm curious how much she'll get. As for other people, what could they do with Night of Despair? 45, 30, 60. It's great attachment. A good work result gives you the buff. The buff, you can't work anymore, but you get halved damage resistances, or double damage resistances, except for Pale. The buff dissipates when they die or panic. When they panic, Night of Despair escapes. I don't think we've actually tried fighting her. Not that I would want to. Meaning, whoever doesn't need the stats could sack it and, like, get the buff. I'll give it to Bong Bong. And then I'll have Jenko work on his stats. You can get 130 attachment, and maybe a little bit of justice. Maybe even get the justice from their fry shoots. Speaking of which, I am missing his armor. Okay, you can request aid. On the 7th one, it gets fired randomly. If your justice is level 3 or lower, the life health counter lowers. When the work result is normal, it lowers with a normal probability. That's pretty annoying. Lowers with a high probability on a bad, and when it hits 0, he fires randomly. As long as I keep an eye on his Clive off, it'll be fine. Let's see how much Jenko gets out of this. Last work was Insight with Little Prince, so I'll have Midi working stats. Is that why she's already at 8? Okay, Bong Bong's got the buff. Someone can work with this. I hate PvP, but I want them out. But I hate PvP. Are you level synced? And would I be able to join you, Jenko? Huh? Oh. They don't really give me a warning anymore, huh? I mean, it was just Elena, right? Where is she right now? Hmm? Or is she, like, transitioning rooms right now? Just quicker? Oh, okay. I thought that was like, oh, she's dead. Elena, I think, is from up here. Do you see a purple unit anywhere? Wait, what department is she from? Control. That's the center, right? Yeah, I found her. Okay, you're good. Damn, red shoes. Medi's at 12 red. Can we get red from Little Prince? I don't know, it's kind of worrisome. 54, that is a pretty high chance of being bad. A bit of repression. Oh, but, when was the last time we worked Insight? Repression. Okay, it should be Insight. She just worked with the shoes, so it should be fine. It's at negative 30, you know, we'll give him some rest. Okay, non-existent meltdowns, we're good. I think I will station people out here, though. And I need to kill 3 clerks. I'm sorry about this, Diva. Who are the people that look at their mystical magic orb and determine what to do again? Nani? We ponder on orbs right now? I'm not a wizard, I couldn't tell ya. Training. This thing's not gonna break free, so we're fine. But it does do white damage. Red, white, or blue. How very patriotic. You do resist white. I think you'll be fine. Can I sign off of work early? You don't want to train with Galaxy Kid? In fact, you can only train with Galaxy Kid since you have the Pebble. Legally Sync Clone is at 110? 117? Hang on. No, 40 and the 60 become 100. 7 and 3 become 10. 110. So I'll just send him in another time. It was a joke. I mean, yeah, I'm sure. You're just missing out on some stats, bud. You're already at +6 Justice. This lineup should be able to handle breaching Maws. I already killed my clerks, so I'm good there. I will send my clone one more time. 56. 6 and a 3 become a 9. 119? Let me try that again. 6 and 3 become a 9. 6 and 5 become 11. 119, yeah. He might be done with just one more work, which is awesome. And then over here, what were your other stats, good sir? Red. Has Delilah gotten a sufficient amount of red? 11. And she's basically done. Like, if they're only 2 stats away, is that fine, Alonso? She's only 2 away from max prudence. So I will send her to work with red in mind. Is Clyfoth my lower? As long as we keep an eye on it, it'll be fine. More importantly, 64 and 64. 60 and 60 is 120. 4 and 3 is 127. Just under the max red. But you're also a Justice Trainer. Huh. I really never thought about this before. 60. Oh, his Clyfoth is normally at 0. Yeah, you can tell because he's dancing. Do it this way. Wouldn't it make out due to +14? I'm sorry, math is not my strong suit. Oh, you mean due to the extra number? I'm not sure. I don't know, that makes sense in my head. I could be off, though. I'm a streamer, not a mathematician. What's his gift? It's the mask, yeah? Yeah, that's not a bad one. 5 HP, 5 SP, that's not a bad one at all. How did Yomu do? Just fine, actually. And what was it that I sent Yomu to work on? Repression. Well, let's have you do that again. As long as you don't snap. And even if you do, we have white weapons. The one white weapon, actually. Kind of getting a headache. If it wasn't obvious. But try to push through it. This has been reset, and I think I did justice just fine, as long as you meet the stat requirements. You're probably working on justice would be good. You said if it has a unique attack animation, it's actually not affected by attack speed, but the justice stat still gives movement speed, which is really good. Sure, let's see how much this ends up giving. I don't remember what work I did with Sensord. I think it was Lizzie working red, but it was like awfully close. We'll work on her white instead. Play it safe. Pretty sure the last work with Little Prince was Insight. I can just check the log, why not? Medi did Repression and then Insight. Can have Medi work with this just to be safe. Already at plus 12 red. Oh, that's scary. Holy shit. Bro, are Lizzie's stats really that bad? It's 100 prudence. Okay, she just got significantly unlucky in a row there. Alright, yikes, man. Gotta get those numbers up, Lizzie. That's plus 18. Elena is captivated. Same unit. Methinks you gotta find Jesus, Elena. Might even just pay for the attachment just to not worry about that again. What was it with Judgment Bird? Instinct. 63 is not bad. Still at Clyfoth of 2. And Yomu. I'm a little worried, but should hopefully be fine. And next one starts Meltdowns. So I should just end the workday and I shouldn't bother grinding over what I've already done, yeah? Since we may need to reset. Purple Noon's not bad. I don't think I'm buying anything else, so we'll get rid of some Bina agents. I just need 2 kills. There's all 3. 120, wow. This might be enough to finish Prismia's Justice stat. And how's Jenko looking? 9 Justice? Keep it going, bud. Meanwhile, over here, Diva is maxed out on red. She could work on Justice. Pretty sure the hammer has a unique animation, so it's not affected, but should still do it anyway. What if you were green? I'm sorry, I can only think of Eiffel 65's Blue, song Blue. Eight Justice, that's actually not bad at all. Meanwhile, you're at plus 13, also not bad. We might only end up doing one work day, because I'm feeling kind of tired. I think I'm coming down with something. Yomu. Yomu? There you are. 15 blue, sure. I believe this is red for Delilah. Who's almost done? 120 out of 130. You're not damaged, right? Okay. It would have broken out if that was the case. Not the end of the world at this point, though. Meanwhile, Yukari is max red. Could use more blue. Which means I could maybe even send her over here. What Abno would you have as a pet? Specifically a pet? If I could make Night of Despair happy, I would. But not necessarily a pet, right? As a pet. Maybe like a chibi Queen of Hatred snake would be kind of cute. You know, magical girl animes tend to have like the cutesy mascot character. I could see that being a thing. I don't know anything about Madoka Magica, but that thing has Cube. I'm pretty sure it's a villain, though. To what degree, I'm actually unaware. I'll give her another Justice. What Abno would you release into the wild? Okay, am I going to end the workday once Yukari's done getting some stats here? I don't want to have to deal with Purple Noon right now. Punishing Bird, if he doesn't kill people. If he just wants to go, like, peck at bad guys, well, Okay. Let's say I let Punishing Bird go free, and he pecks at bad guys, or what he perceives to be bad guys. Would a normal human pushing the bird away result in them dying instantly? Or would it know not to hurt somebody that actually didn't mean to hurt it? I'm not sure it has the mental capacity to see right from wrong in that context. It's the people's fault to hit them. Then no, it can't be Punishing Bird. Like, look, if I've seen GIFs, or I've seen clips, and this might sound kind of fucked up, but I know geese are very territorial. Geese. And I guess sometimes ducks as well. and they'll just kind of like run up on people. And I've seen clips of people just grabbing them and yeeting them. Not in like a painful, like slam it into the ground kind of way, but like a pick it up and get it out of my sight kind of thing. Goose is singular, geese is plural. Gotcha. If me doing that to punishing bird would kill me, then no, I'll just keep it locked up. Does Red freak out every time there's a wolf nearby, or is it specifically the wolf? If she can, like work as a mercenary on her own without fucking things up, then I think Red deserves some freedom. Blue Star, you could yeet into the sun. Scorched Girl is just gonna blow people up. Censored is a dick monster. Unless it's Geese Howard, then it's a name. Gotcha. It's only and specifically the wolf. In that case, Red, I'd let Red go off and do her own thing. Yeah, I'd say Red. Or maybe, like, open up a church and just have one brother and many sins chill there. I think he deserves some time off as well. I'm sure he'd love to have a congregation. Spread the good word of God, or some such. Okay, we're gonna work one more time. I want to see what everybody's stats are. Let's see. That's 100 justice. That's 130 fortitude. She could maybe even work it one more time. I don't want to cause chaos, is the thing. If I wanted to cause chaos, hear me out, censored? No. I'm pretty sure if you let out censored, the world would become like a H.R. Geiger, like organic, like, how do I word this? The whole world could potentially become like an H.R. Geiger piece of artwork, you know what I mean? Like, have you seen the game Scorn? It's basically just a game that's H.R. Geiger's art, but, you know, in a first-person game? That'd be that, yeah. The world is already organic, you know what I fucking mean, bud. Alright. Don't cause chaos, kill chaos. Amen! That's, I've been playing that with Prismia lately, Rave. That's, Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise. It's been pretty fun. I think we're at the end. The fetus that I hate? To annoy people, the fetus that I hate. Nah, fetus goes into the sun. We don't even factor fetus into this shit. It essentially is, man. That scene's real. Maybe not playing Linkin Park, but it sounds like Linkin Park. We could work one more time. I think we'll just get this out of the way now. I hate to leave you guys on only a 2-hour stream of Corp, but maybe I'll try to make it up to you next time. I do think I'm coming down with something, and I'll go to the doctor sometime soon. Just gonna end. This finally makes sense to me now. I didn't understand why people's stats were growing Alonso when they were already like 4 or 5, etc. Snow Queen's one of those ones, like, yeah, if she's not gonna, like, attack anybody and just wants to live in, like, a little castle somewhere. Although, I don't know, her lore seemed kind of weird, no? Wasn't there something about A seeking her out to freeze the corpse of Carmen or something? Maybe I'm making that up, actually. Either way. It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. What Abno are we getting? Big Bird... D-01-110. We also have a reroll. D-01-110 is a donor Abno, so it actually is not necessary. It's a new one, yes, that I haven't seen before apparently, but it's also not a necessary one. We won't keep Bird if we memory repo, but we're probably not going to memory repo. There's still quite a few Abnos we haven't seen yet, is the thing. I leave this up to the capable hands of Porkchop Marth and Alonso Dalton. 110 is awful anyway. I mean, I like 110's gear, but man. Take Big Bird? Okay. Is that a unanimous from my left and right arms here? Okay. Big Bird. There was no such beast in the forest. Because he was the beast without realizing. He's got the brain of a bird. Oh, we're gonna skip this one. I've read it before, and I do have a bit of a headache. Oh, speaking of Big Bird, that was a cutscene of him. Ostensibly, I assume this doesn't matter, but I will not click anything until you guys say record or extraction. We're technically done with them. Can we get fingers as a subcategory? You know what? Each and every one of you guys, you're a finger. Or you could be a feather if you'd I feel like a feather is more, If we're a wing, you guys could be feathers. Either at this point, honestly. Nice. And I guess... Extraction. Brain in the jar. What's the matter, Rave? So now we just need Punishing Bird, yeah? Oh, and Firebird, I think. Because we got Judgment and we got Big. Are they gonna... am I gonna get like a Exodia Obliterate style cutscene when we have all of them at once? Firebird is a bird, but it's not a bird. What the fuck do you mean? Okay. Are we at, like, reroll, like, memory repo restart territory, Alonso, or are we good to keep going? Because I could maybe do... I could push through one more day. I know you fellas like Lob Corp, so I could do one more. Because we're currently day 42, yeah? And the next lock-in is going to be 46. Or will we not know if we have to reset yet? Just know something happens with the beast that they try to defend or something. If you're tired, this feels like a good avenue to keep and march towards day 47. Okay. So Firebird isn't one of the three birds. I don't get it. I thought they were gonna Megazord. They've had a Firebird as part of a Megazord before, I think. We've not seen this fella in quite some time. After 5 employees died within the facility, the Clyfoth counter decreased. However, deaths caused by execution bullets were not recognized. When the work result was bad, the Clyfoth counter decreased. He's got 5 Clyfoth. That's a lot. When the work result was good, the Clyfoth counter increased. Big Bird breached its containment unit regardless of its Clyfoth counter when the emergency situation in the facility reached the second trumpet. There was a blackout in the department where Big Bird was roaming. Employees who are in the department in the blackout may become enchanted by Big Bird. It seems enchanted targets receive less damage. However, after a certain amount of time had passed, these targets made their way to where Big Bird was and died from its attack. The birds of the forest. But he's a little freak and isn't a part of a friend group. Really? He's like the most regal one, no? Y'all are dissing my boy Firebird, I think. He doesn't have a weapon, though. He has a armor that has killed me more times than I think it's saved me, because if you work with Snow Queen, you instantly die for some reason. Let's see. I shouldn't buy from here. I should buy in the actual workday so we get the Vina discount. So what do you guys think? One more day? So we can lock in Big Bird. He has a weapon. Okay. Well, I remember it being one of those ones that says, like, no ego associated or some such. Like this. No associated ego suit or weapon. One more game? Okay. I can do that. So, we're good. I can keep going, Alonso. I'm good to grind, in other words. Because let's take a look at the fruit of our labor. Lizzie got EX Prudence, 126. 103 fortitude. Justice is almost 100. Yum Yum didn't really have work, but she's already quite good. Oh wow, she's quite good. Goes to show, one of my earliest units, man. Never say one more day in front of a Spider-Man fan. Care to elaborate, Jenko? I think the only Spider-Man content I have consumed in the last decade is the movie where they bring back, what's his name, Toby. Excuse me? Aunt May is dying, Spider-Man makes a deal with Mephisto. When doesn't Aunt May die, though? Isn't that like, that's like a constant with him? It's like Batman and his parents dying. Although I think that's just locked in already as his origin. Who knows with comic book stuff, continuity. You're thinking of Uncle Ben. Oh. Okay. Alright, we'll do one more work day. I want to see who else was working, though. Like, Gem Miners got... Is that 138 SP? 106 red. 92 justice. Prismia's maxed out on that attack speed, movement speed. That's nice. Because PvP. Alright, good luck. All because the editors were obsessed with returning Spider-Man to the status quo from their childhood. Because marriage aged the character. You're actually familiar with that. Huh. Buy bird stuff? We'll buy bird stuff when we actually go into the day, because I get a discount right now. Excuse me? Okay, everybody here knows more about Spider-Man than I do. I am now finding out. I've been watching some comic book movie videos on YouTube. Like, I watched... Oh, who was it? Pointless Hub or something like that? Talk about the Fantastic Four movie from the 2000s. If you think One More Day is bad, just wait until you hear about the saga of Paul. I'm sorry, but Paul is not a scary, like... That doesn't strike fear in my enemies' pork. Unironically, No Way Home is the last great Marvel movie. I enjoyed it. I watched it with my family. I normally don't go out to watch these things, but if my family invites me out, I mean, who might have turned down popcorn, yeah? Paul, absolute giga chat of a man. You don't say that name in here or you get banned. Jenko? Go PvP, brother. It's fine. This man can't hurt you, whose name starts with a P. I will not say it if it triggers you that much. Yomu got 5 justice. You love to see it. Justified crash out. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of fortitude on Brooke. Huh. Urge got 5 justice, but we want to raise that stat up to 130, obviously. Okay. Let's just do one more day. So no matter what abno we get here, it's going to be a tool abnormality, right? You know what? I'm going to put up a BRB. Sorry, guys. Or I'll just leave it like this so you have some music to listen to. I'm going to get some water. I feel like I got a fever or something. I'll be right back. Okay, alright. We will not say that name in this chat, then. Be right back. Oh, what? Did it stop the music because I was AFK? Let's see. At this point, Spider-Man's greatest arch-nemesis is Marvel editorial, who are convinced that he must constantly be a broke loser to be relatable. Wow. Kind of the case, right? He's just like a New Yorker. That's what he was in the movie, at least. The most successful he has been wasn't even him. Ironically, despite the current state of the world, he has only become harder to relate to. A common argument has become that he's now more of a normal guy in the mask than out of it, and that's how convoluted and torturous his civilian life has become. Don't they know that he's the guy? Or no, like, they forgot who he was. Spoiler alert, sorry, it's like a couple-year-old movie now. At the end of the movie, no? I'm gonna look for my Tylenol. Give me a moment. I've not seen this guy in a very long time. Oh, it stopped because it was paused. Alright. Sometimes I feel like I need glasses. So I'm just gonna Google what the dosage here is. Can I bird would work? Sure. Yeah, there was this whole plot line where Doc Ock stole his life, and since he isn't under the curse of editorial, he was actually allowed to accomplish things. Huh. Screen's gonna be black. Give me a moment. Tylenol extra strength dosage. Take 2 capsules every 6 hours. The directions here. Take 2 caplets every 6 hours while symptoms last. Do not take more than 6 in 12 hours unless you're... I'm just gonna take 1. I don't feel that bad. Screen's black, I know, sorry. Should be fixed now. Boo! Hello, Foxy Leia. Screen's black, should be fixed now. You stream on your end already? It's twitch.tv/FoxyLeia right there. Okay, I'm gonna bring you down here, Urge. Where's the blue pigment? There it is. Is his gift really that good? Oh, the eyes. I mean, sure. I don't see how that works with a pigment aesthetic, but alright. Okay. Marvel editorial is also specifically obsessed with never letting one more day be undone, or letting MJ Watson be the love interest again. He who shall not be named was the most blatant example of this. Despite the fact that a version of MJ is the love interest in most non-comic continuities. What is even canonical when there's like, when everyone has their own take on Spider-Man and whatnot? I'm actually not sure. Also, fuck me, MJ got superpowers now, or was the Venom symbiote? Oh, or all of those? I'm not sure what her status is now. Isn't she just like... You can play as her in the second game, right? And no offense, but her character model is kind of ugly. I think that was a point of contempt for some people. There we go. Are you saying this is like As if your character had sprouted the flowers, I guess. Because that's how Pikmin work, right? It goes from a leaf to a flower. Like a leaf, a bud, or a leaf, a bud, and a flower. Oh my god, Medi with lipstick. That's an idea. Sure. Let me double check. After 5 employees die, the life health counter decreased. When the work result was bad, the life health counter decreased. When it's good, it increases. It breaches its containment when it reaches second trumpet. There's a blackout where it exists. You can get enchanted and take less damage, but then you die at his hands. It is yellow. Okay. Alright. Oh, you're here now. Best bet is attachment or red. We'll work on your red. 68. You resist red. Should be fine. So it's like drinking nectar. Okay, I like that. Alright. Well, if we're training, what do we work on? Yum Yum's almost done with Prudence. She just needs 15 more to be fully done with it. Over here, Yukari was almost done with Justice. Yes. Which causes Pikmin to bloom, yes. They beat the soul out of some grass and then drink the nectar. Whatever that means. Legally Distinct Clone is looking pretty good. He's only 3 away from Max Red. But we'll have him work Justice. I think I was working red with this guy and Delilah. Oh, not Diva, but Delilah. And before this workday is over, I would like to work with Melting Love just for the other armor. It's gonna be a little annoying. Yomu Konpaku. Let's keep working on that instinct. You know, the only Spider-Man movie I think I had seen before this, I think in my animation class, they maybe showed one of the 2014 Spider-Man franchise that just completely died off after 2 movies. You know what I'm talking about? I think it may have been when Sony held the IP. That version of Spider-Man does show up in that one movie, and he was actually like a pretty good part of it from what I remember. But I think that's one of the only others. Oh, and Spider-Man 3, which I think is the meme one. I can't remember because I saw it in theaters as a kid with my mom. I think that's the one where Tobey's acting all edgy. The one with the symbiote and the Sandman. I don't know if people clown on that movie or what, but probably. Legally Distinct Clone. We're getting there. Ah, Mark of the Beast again. It's scary. That's the one, okay. Have you seen that image of Sauron saying he doesn't want to cure cancer because he wants to turn people into dinosaurs? No. I don't know who that is. What do you mean? Lizard Man? I know the lizard, right? That's, he was like a doctor at one point. Oh, I played the Spider-Man 1 and 2 PlayStation 1 games. Not the PS2 games. I think those are based on, like, the Tobey one. Oh, actually, no. None of you guys are training over here. We could do that one more time. Stragon? Oops. Sauron Spider-Man? That's just a pterodactyl. Who is this? This is like Firebrand from Ghosts and Goblins, but he's green. Never heard of him in my life. What do you mean he's an energy vampire? What does that mean? Okay, she's done on red. Use just a bit more blue. Who else could work with nothing there? It's all just stat checks, right? And of course not dying in the pen. This guy working on red would be nice. Same with Gen They do highly resist red. Let's take a look at this. As long as the work result's not bad. Sauron, the Dino guy, is named after Sauron the Dark Lord. The code of comic and shit was no meanie things. Vampires were forbidden by law. What do you mean? What does any of that mean? I don't understand comic books, man. Just a bit more blue. How much stats did Jenko get in Justice? 92. How much will he get for working this? There was this guy who was bitten by a pteranodon. Hold the phone. Dinosaurs went extinct. What do you mean a man was bitten by a dino? And he turned into a pteranodon guy that sucks energy from other people. Is this how people felt when they found out other people have other languages in the past? I suppose. What do you mean he has hypnotic powers? Were pteranodons known for being hypnotic? I don't think so. This was a Justice trainer we were sending in Yomu, right? Justice or Red, which Yomu could use. Yes. And then this is red, white, or purple. She does black damage, and I think everyone here is weak to black damage, sadly. No, wait. Joshua resists it. Let's see how Joshua does. 74%. Maybe we will memory repo, but then all this training would be for naught. I feel like it will lock in on day 46, yes? So next time, so long as I have the time and the energy, we could just keep going. Because I would like to train a ton before we get to this final week. Fuck. Why did I just hear... What was that? I hear combat. Oh! Well, that's a restart. I could try to fight her, I guess. Queenie's fucked. Okay. I can't get them to run past her. Right? And it's random damage? Black. Oh, Jesus. Why is it turning red? Ah, shit. You're not gonna warp like a bitch, are you? Mr. Black, fuck off. Yeah, it warps. Dude, what an awful Abno. Yeet her into the sun. Just restart at the start of the day. Yes, I want to see her dead, though. It is, yeah. It's magical bar. Bitch. Back in your cage. Stupid ass snake. Okay. It was my fault. I put someone in there that I shouldn't have. Should we take that as a sign? And what if next Tuesday, I start early? Let me see what day it falls on. Next Tuesday's the 6th. I got some errands to run on the 5th. How about we just take that as a sign and I'll just start an hour early next week? How about that? And we'll try to grind as much as we can on these last couple of days before leading to the final week. I think that's what I'll go with. And I hadn't killed the 3 abnormalities, or the 3 clerks. Okay. Makes sense. Either way, I think I'll call it there. Not a whole lot happened other than gaining some damn good stats, though. Look at that, man. Gem Miner. Prismia. I did not buy Big Bird stuff. If I load into the day, buy the stuff, and quit out, will that save? Probably not, right? I could buy from here, but then I don't get the discount. Not that it really matters. It will save if I do that? Then we'll do that then. Management. That I can do. A little Big Bird. Just under 2 weapons. Those are very nice stats on that armor, though. I mean, I could just send someone in there, yeah? It won't save, though, if I'm gonna reset. Okay. I'm gonna call it there. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. Sorry, I would have liked to do another day or two, but I'm not feeling it. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I hope you have a great time with your families. My family get-together is in the morning, so I'll have all night to stream, and I'm probably going to stream some games and then some art. Thank you. Thank you. So you'll likely see me again tomorrow. Okay, you'll be home all day? Maybe we can do something later then, Rave. Alright. Hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Actually, tomorrow is New Year's Eve, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll probably see you then. I'm thinking art. We can PvP on Battle Network 4. I could do Battle Network 4. I was thinking Thursday, though, for that, Janko. Alright. Either way, I'm thinking drawing throughout the night while the night rolls over, Janko. So, Battle Network probably Thursday. See ya around. Maybe some Fantasy Life or something chill. I feel like I could use that. Tonight wasn't super stressful, but, you know, wasn't exactly a cakewalk either. Alright, see you around.